All right, guys, we are live right now, ladies and gentlemen. I have a huge story here from it's coming from George. Shout out to George, friend of the show, but it's coming from the mayor of El Cajon, in California. We got to talk about that. That's a crazy. You guys are going to be like, what in the world is happening in California? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm still here in Texas. My flight is in a couple hours, so I might only be doing one show. So if I am, I want to make sure that we get a big show going on. So we got a lot of breaking stories, but specifically here, I want to talk about California. So once again, we got Saratoga County in the building. We have Philly, Texas in the building. We have Bismarck, North Dakota in the building. So thank you guys for tuning into the show. We have a huge show. I just want to make sure that I get the people that are watching, make sure I give you guys some shout outs, and thank you guys for coming into this live. So yeah, make sure to smash the like button right away, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Seguin. I was just in Seguin. I've been in Seguin all this time. Seguin, Texas is actually very, very nice. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Huge story here. So I want to basically talk about this because boy, oh boy. So the mayor of El Cajon revealed that Gavin Newsom is doing some crazy, crazy things in California. This is huge because Attorney General Pam Bondi is probably going to have to be responsible for how she's probably going to have to handle this a certain type of way. I want you to take a listen to what he has to say here. Bill Wells, the mayor of Cajon, El Cajon. All right, so here we go. Take a listen to this, guys. Let me know what you think.
Hey, this is Bill Wells. I'm the mayor of the city of El Cajon, and there's a lot of talk about sanctuary cities and the sanctuary state of California. I want to make it clear right now that El Cajon is not a sanctuary city. We're going to do everything we can to work with the federal government to help ease this immigration problem, help solve this problem. The problem we're facing in El Cajon is that state of California law, says that if a police officer does his duty that we're asking him to do by complying with the federal government, that police officer can be charged with a felony and lose his pension.
Wow. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. I told you guys they're all crashing because I have another mayor. I still have another mayor, Frederick Mayor O'Connor. All these mayors are crashing out. I told you guys they are all crashing out. What's about to happen when Trump gets into office is going to be something actually very unpredictable. But look what he says here, ladies and gentlemen. Look what he says here.
To help ease this immigration problem, help solve this problem. The problem we're facing in El Cajon is that state of California law, says that if a police officer does his duty that we're asking him to do by complying with the federal government, that police officer can be charged with a felony and lose his pension.
So if police officers in El Cajon work with the federal government, they work with Trump to ease what's going on with the immigration crisis, that can be a felony in the state of California because of Gavin Newsom and the Democrats.
So that puts us in a really serious situation because it basically takes frontline police officers and puts them in the middle of this political crisis, this political argument between the city, the state, and the feds. I just want you to know we're working on this problem. I'm getting legal opinions. I'm reaching out to organizations to help give us legal assistance in fighting the state of California. I'm going to fight the state of California tooth and nail over this. I want you to know that I am going to do everything I can to make El Cajon part of the solution of this horrible immigration problem and not be used by the state of California to circumvent federal law. One of the things that you could do would be to send email.
Yeah, so he's making the announcement once again for those who are coming into this live stream. It's pretty crazy. So the mayor of El Cajon revealed that Gavin Newsom's Gestapo is threatening to confiscate pensions and arrest police officers if they help President Trump's deportation forces. Newsom needs to be locked up at Pam Bondi. That's what a lot of people are saying. Pam Bondi needs to step in and really do something about this. Mayor Bill Wells said that he will fight the state of California very hard so he can assist President Trump. So once again, this is all a circumvention. Imagine arresting a cop for enforcing the law, a federal law. I can't believe this is a real thing, but it's California, and we should not be surprised anymore. And so this is his solution to this problem. Here we go.
State of California, I'm going to fight the state of California tooth and nail over this. I want you to know that I am going to do everything I can to make El Cajon part of the solution of this horrible immigration problem and not be used by the state of California to circumvent federal law. One of the things that you could do would be to send emails to every assembly member and every state senator in the state of California and the state attorney general, Rob Bonta, and of course the governor, and tell them that you do not want to be part of being a sanctuary state and that you will rise up like the rest of the nation has done and throw these guys out of office if they don't comply. I need your help. Let's fight this thing together.
So that was an announcement from the mayor. That's real. That's real. That is real. And we are about to see things get crazy between mayors and governors, AGs. Things are about to get crazy. It's unfortunate that we have to go this route. It's unfortunate that I have to even show this video, but this is a real announcement. I saw it earlier and I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe that this is a thing. This is what they're going to do. If local police works with Donald J. Trump, or if mayors work with Donald J. Trump, these people could lose their pensions. They could lose everything. So I think that's crazy. But hey, what's crazy about it's that all these mayors, they're all crashing out. Here's Frederick Mayor O'Connor announces plans to use taxpayer funds to cover legal defense for illegals. Look at this. They're all crashing out. I don't know what this is about. Why are they fighting harder for people that are not even American citizens, and they're not even fighting for the actual American citizens? Take a listen to this.
In many regards, this election cycle did not go as I had hoped.
In response to Trump's national immigration policies, Frederick Mayor Michael O'Connor pledging to carve out space in his local budget for a legal advocacy fund, which would use tax dollars to pay undocumented immigrants attorneys' fees as they fight deportation.
Ensuring they have the legal support they need to stand strong and remain in this community they have chosen to call home.
O'Connor explaining his intention is to allocate the money to organizations already providing similar legal services, helping them expand the number of people they're able to support, although he's still determining the exact dollar amount to set aside. Some residents we spoke with supportive of the end goal.
I believe a lot of non-immigrant people also contribute to the country as well.
But all of them against their tax.
A lot of non-immigrant people contribute to the country. I don't even think they understand what's going on. This is way deeper than immigration at this point. These Democratic mayors, there is something else going on, that they are fighting so hard to make sure that none of them are deported. Remember, Obama was responsible for the deportation of almost 4 million people, but it was done quietly. It was made not a big deal because it was Obama and there were Democrats doing it. It's crazy that even Justin Trudeau wants to do it now in Canada. Isn't that crazy? But there's something else going on. They're fighting hard. They're threatening to lock up local police officers if they work with the federal government. I mean, this is some of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life. And they're just fighting for their life. Look at this.
Supportive of the end goal.
I believe a lot of non-immigrant people also contribute to the country as well.
But all of them against their tax dollars footing the bill.
I'm torn.
I don't like the idea. I'd rather our taxpayer money go towards American citizens.
You know, you break the law, it's just what happens. Nobody helped me.
Bro, it's the easiest, bro, he wants to use taxpayer dollars to protect, meanwhile, we have homeless veterans. We have so many crazy things already going on in the United States of America. And this is what he wants to do with taxpayer dollars. These other people that Democrats have voted for. Again, the craziest things are happening right now. I can't believe how hard they're crashing out.
You pay for my attorney fees when I break the law. So why should we be paying for theirs out of taxpayer money?
But this comes at a cost. And this could be a very large cost for Frederick. And quite frankly, Frederick can't afford it.
Frederick can't afford it, but guess what? Then you have Trump's border czar warning these mayors, warning California. This is where I think, listen, man, I've never been one to say civil war is a possibility, but day by day, I start to see it. I start to see the craziest things in my head. Take a listen to this.
Well, look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put them in jail, because there's a statute. It's Title 8 United States Code 1324 III, and what it says is it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to.
Yo, oh my goodness. Yeah, this did Tom Homan and playing. What's crazy is it's crazy. It's really crazy how they're fighting for this. They're literally fighting the federal government versus local authorities. Oh my God. It's not even funny, but it's a nervous laugh coming from me. This is how bad they're crashing out right now.
Secure this country. We got to save American lives. And I find it shocking that any mayor of a city would say, President Trump's been clear, we want to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. I find it hard to believe that any mayor or governor would say they don't want public safety threats removed from their neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on in Denver, but we're going to go and we're going to fix it.
Yeah, so a very, very determined Trump border czar. That's going to be very interesting how these things go, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to give you guys an update once again. Look, this is he made a video. Like, he literally got on camera, the mayor of El Cajon in California, right at the border, and he's legitimately getting on camera, letting people know, hey, this is what's going on. Imagine if politics didn't have X. Imagine if politics didn't have social media. I would probably never hear about this. But he got on camera, he made a video and said, hey, local authorities are legitimately being told that their pensions are going to be taken away if they work with the federal government to try to help President Trump. So I'm telling you, it's one thing to win the election. It's another to try to work. These people ain't trying to work together. These people are not trying to work, man. It's crazy. The only mayor that I've seen try to work with Donald Trump at this point, it's the most unexpected mayor. Mayor Adams is the only mayor that wants to work. Gavin Newsom is legitimately crazy. Gavin Newsom is crazy. He's crazy. Gavin Newsom. Let's go to Gavin Newsom real quick. Make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Gavin Newsom real quick. This guy's crazy. Here we go. So if we go to Gavin Newsom here. Yeah, Gavin Newsom is a crazy, crazy, crazy person. But yeah, so Gavin Newsom he doesn't want to allow any of these things to happen. And what's crazy about Gavin Newsom is this video still goes viral to today as he's walking. This is a real video of Gavin Newsom. He's walking. Thank you so much for your HB Football Mom. Thank you so much. But this is Gavin Newsom walking through. And as he's walking through, I want to read this real quick so that way you guys can hear. Gavin Newsom is just casually walking past tents on the sidewalk as these cities in California are falling apart. This guy's like, oh, I'm against Trump. We're not going to help Trump. We're definitely not going to deport anybody. We're going to make sure everybody's safe. We're going to use taxpayer dollars for it. This is why you have a big fight within California.
Come to Skid Row, but now you need to see afterwards. You see how dirty these streets is? The streets ain't being clean. And ain't no trash cans. See the red trash cans? The red trash cans belong to the business people. They don't belong to the city.
Yeah, so you have a black gentleman here, and look at all these tents. These are all tents. He's walking through Skid Row, and the community is watching him, and this guy is literally in his face telling him everything he wants to hear. I mean, everything he doesn't want to hear.
Governor, do you speak Spanish well? I think you do, right? No? There's a woman back there that was talking about her kids getting taken while she's living in a tent. It's happening every day.
Always been a housing first framework.
Yeah, but what counts as housing?
Focus away from interim to a higher level. Interim housing, that's reinforced.
Not safe is not working.
So interim housing isn't being prioritized with the new HAP funding?
The HAP money, the prioritization continues to be a framework about housing. Services, shelter, solve sleep, housing. Supportive services.
I know, but like
homelessness.
Yeah.
Interim housing has a
Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. Mic is off. Thank you so much, guys. Stay on here with me. So he's walking through all these tents and all these homeless people, right? All these homeless people, and he's able to just walk past them like it's nothing. Meanwhile, he's legitimately not trying to do anything about the immigration crisis. In fact, he's trying to now arrest local authorities that work with the federal government, that work with Trump when he gets in office, to solve the immigration crisis. But imagine going against Donald Trump to help him basically fix the immigration crisis. Meanwhile, you legitimately have a whole bunch of homeless people. You have a whole bunch of homeless people living in the streets. But yet you have the mayor of El Cajon in California, a border city, legitimately saying, look, we want to help Trump. We want to solve this crisis because we have a huge homeless population here in California. And the governor is more worried about people that are not even citizens. And I think that's a problem. And I agree. If you think that's a problem, I agree with you. It's just crazy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move on to this crazy story, ladies and gentlemen. So Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says he had a good call with President Trump. Now, President Trump yesterday made a crazy move. He made a crazy announcement that broke the internet, that had every liberal crying. He said he would impose 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico if they do not solve the immigration crisis. He says there's drugs coming through, there's bad things happening, and you guys, I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna impose a 25% tariff on you if you don't fix this. And within a few hours, ladies and gentlemen, within an hour after that post, Justin Trudeau picked up the phone and he called President Trump. And here's what he had to say.
Bonjour tout le monde. I had a good call with Donald Trump last night again. We obviously talked about laying out the facts, talking about how the intense and effective connections between our two countries flow back and forth. We talked about some of the challenges that we can work on together. It was a good call. This is something.
So can I ask you guys this? Do tariffs work? Just let Trump do what he got to do. Did it work? He picked up the phone and called him. Thank you so much for your $20 donations, guys. I just got a bunch of 20s back to back to back. Thank you. iMind's Perspective. Thank you. Solange Cruz. Thank you so much for that. Love your name. Tammy Wilkstrom. Thank you so much. And Christy, thank you so much for always showing love. Thank you. I appreciate you for your donation. It's working. He imposed. He's not even in office yet. Yo, Jacob, he's not even in office yet. And legitimately, by him saying that and posting that to the world, this guy is on camera talking about, we had a good call. Oh, we had a good call.
That we can do, laying out the facts, moving forward in constructive ways. This is a relationship that we know takes a certain amount of working on, and that's what we'll do. One of the really important things is that we be all pulling together on this. The Team Canada approach is what works. That's where, putting aside partisanship, that's where I reached out immediately to Doug Ford to agree with him that we would have a First Ministers meeting this week to talk about the United States.
Yeah, Trump is putting pressure on all of you. And look, we got a response today from the Mexican president. Mexican president Shane Baum. I never heard a Mexican with the name Shane Baum. That's her last name. I didn't know that. Tells President-elect Trump that migrant caravans will no longer reach the United States Mexico border. I hope that's the case, because Trump said, I'm going to impose a 25% tariff on you. You're letting these caravans come up here. You're doing this to our country. I want to do something about it. And he said he puts his foot down. Bow. Somebody said it's a Jewish name. Oh, boy. So once again, Claudia Sheinbaum scrambles to get in line after Trump vowed to slap 25% tariffs on Mexico. Says she has always shown a willingness to help fight the fentanyl epidemic. Has she really? It's remarkable how quickly they all get in line. During a press conference, Sheinbaum said that she was writing a letter to Trump. Now they're writing letters to Donald J. Trump. Now they're writing letters. Interesting. Another thing that just happened today, right? Because I don't think I'm going to have time to do another show. So I got to keep on feeding you guys the story. Did you guys hear about this right here? This is big.
The Israeli cabinet is set to vote on a ceasefire deal with Hezbollah today after Prime Minister Netanyahu reportedly approves the deal in principle.
Israeli officials telling the New York Times, quote, a key sticking point has been Mr. Netanyahu's insistence on securing some assurance that Israel could restart the fighting if Hezbollah broke the truce.
Mike Huckabee has been appointed as the U.S. ambassador to Israel by President-elect Trump, and he joins us now. Governor, good morning to you. So,
what it sounds like to me, this is good news. Stop the fighting in the Middle East. Let's get a ceasefire going. Let's stop all the killing. Let's stop the people from dying. Remember, that's what Trump said about Ukraine, about Russia. This is a good step in the right direction. It's a good step because Netanyahu legitimately thinks that he runs the United States of America. He really does. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna do whatever I can. Like, nah, man, you're gonna listen to Trump. You're gonna do whatever Trump says. We're gonna do whatever we say. Because we're funding you. We're the ones funding you. We're protecting you. You don't tell us what to do. So I'm hoping that that's a relationship that we could have with Israel. I'm hoping that that's the relationship we could have with Benjamin Netanyahu. Not Israel, but Benjamin Netanyahu and his cabinet. The government of Israel. Stop the fighting. Stop all the killing. Stop it. Talk to Hezbollah. Talk to Iran. Let's all get in line and let's all work out a big deal where we stop fighting. And this is a huge deal. Somebody said the enemy doesn't care. Whatever. If that's what you take from it, go to Israel. Go live in Israel. Become a dual citizen and live there. But I'm not interested in hearing about Israel. I'm not interested in hearing about any other country but the United States of America. I'm an isolationist. Don't care. Protect Israel. We got to do what we got to do. I get it. But they're not going to tell us what to do either, because at the end of the day, that's their government. And Trump told them, handle your business, but get the job done. Win the war and get the job done. It's getting messy. I don't like it. All right. Trump is also doing something crazy. Something that the media is so conflicted about. Now let's shift gears real quick. This, I want peace. I want peace, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you guys this. This is the funniest story about this. Did you know that Trump has put the first openly gay person? Trump has a gay pick in his cabinet. Do you guys know that? So apparently the mainstream media is just watch this. This is the best part. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best part.
My Nick says, right. Wait. Scott Bessent is gay.
He is.
And married and has children.
He does.
Yesterday, when I brought this up, if he's confirmed, would be the highest ranking LGBT person ever to be appointed and confirmed by the United States Senate. And
oh my God. Trump did that? They're so shocked. Trump is throwing so many curveballs at these people. Remember they said that he was anti-gay, that he was a misogynist? Trump has thrown so many curveballs to these people, to the Democrats, to progressives. He has thrown all the curveballs in the world. He's putting people in his cabinet that they're like, oh my God, you're not supposed to do that. Bro, he's killing them. Look at the way they're talking about it. They're like, oh my God, the first openly gay with a family. Trump put him there.
Said,
right.
I'm kind of conflicted about it. It's Trump. I'm kind of conflicted about this.
Why are you conflicted? Why are you conflicted about this?
MSNBC anchor Jonathan Capehart seems to be.
Guess who's covering the story? The Young Turks, the most Trump deranged people. Maybe not anymore. They're covering the story and they're laughing at MSNBC being conflicted by Trump doing something that they're mad that Democrats didn't do this whole time. But Trump did it. Bro, Trump is killing every narrative possible. It's hilarious to see.
He's struggling over the fact that on one hand, he absolutely wants to hate Donald Trump and everything that he does. But on the other hand, Trump did just nominate an openly gay guy to serve as Treasury Secretary in his upcoming administration.
Wow. Okay. Identity politics box checked. Great. Hand the country over to a corporate robber baron because he's gay and has kids just like Jonathan Capehart.
No, this is insane.
Check identity politics. Oh, Trump, you know what? There were people giving us crap. for supporting Trump's labor secretary, right?
Because she actually supports labor and voted in favor.
So the Young Turks have been supporting Trump's picks because the labor pick that Trump picked out, they love her. The Young Turks do. And they said, oh, Trump, that's a great pick, actually. And they're just admitting it. Trump is making some good picks. There's confliction here as well. Some people, they don't like certain picks. I don't like certain picks, but they like a certain pick and they're saying it. And the people are getting mad at them because Trump is picking people that are qualified, but they're also people that, are gay, are women, but they're qualified. It's hilarious.
Favor and co-sponsored the PRO Act. So it's about her character and what she represents.
No, Anna, we're going about it all the wrong way.
Okay, which way are we supposed to go?
Okay, so we should take Capehart's cue on this. Remember, the labor secretary nominee is Representative Lori Chavez DeRemer, Latina.
Woman.
Okay, woman. Check. Okay, we win.
That's all that matters.
We win. That's it. You have to support her for labor secretary. But almost all of cable news won't, because all corporate interests and Chamber of Commerce are not in favor of her because she's actually pro-labor, but they are very much in favor of the candidate that Capehart's talking about.
Yeah.
Because he is a robber baron. And in that segment, I don't know if we have that portion of the clip.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
so let me. No, hold on, Jake. Hold on.
Okay, she's leading. Go ahead.
We're gonna get to who the Treasury Secretary pick is, because look, I don't care about his identity at all, to be honest with you. Lovely that he's openly gay. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But what I care more about is what he represents and what he wants to do with that position should he get confirmed. And based on who he is, it's very likely he will get confirmed easily. Now, with that in mind, later in the segment, Capehart, who's openly gay himself, he was referencing, by the way, his own husband, Nick Schmidt, and how he was even feeling conflicted because, it's Trump, but his Treasury Secretary pick is openly gay, and I kind of like that. That's exciting. Anyway, let's get to what the guest on the show had to say about this pick, because this is a Democratic strategist, and I thought what he had to say here was just amazing. Let's take a look.
Look, I think in that case, credit where it's due. I think we expect the markets to shoot up when they open in Asia here in a little bit. I think Wall Street likes the guy. It is very interesting that, yes, it is Trump and not one of our team who made that historic nomination.
That's your critique? That Democrats didn't pick an openly gay guy who...
Guys, their critique is that they didn't do it, but Trump did it. Hitler's killing it. I'm joking, by the way, YouTube, but yeah, he's killing it. He's killing it. And their only critique is that the Democrats didn't do it first, but Trump did it. I believe we are living in a simulation. I really do. I'm starting to really think we're living in a simulation, bro. I'm telling you, I believe we are in the craziest timeline. I really sometimes can't believe what I'm seeing. Be honest with you. I don't know. It's so crazy. Look, even Chen. Let's go back to Chen. Let's go. He said this. He said this on X. He says, I'm going to make. All right. You guys can hear me, so that's good. So he says, I'm going to make the boldest prediction yet. I think half of Trump's base are actual populists, and they will challenge him if he goes Ori, right? No one on the left will believe me. They think that everyone is MAGA. They think that everyone in MAGA is in a cult and will follow Trump no matter what. I disagree. Wow. He's finally catching on, guys. It's not that hard to see. If we don't like what Trump did, we will say it. Most of us are populists. Most of us are against the establishment that has been running the United States of America. Most of us are against big tech, big money, big pharma. We are against that. It's not that hard to see. But Chen Yu makes a prediction. This guy's like he's getting ready legitimately to wear a MAGA hat. He's getting ready to wear a MAGA hat. So it's pretty crazy to watch everybody switch up, and it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy to watch all these things happen in real time, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm going to start getting ready to fly in a bit back to New York. I love you guys. Look, we got a ceasefire happening. We got some big things happening in the United States of America. We got things happening overseas. Trump is watching what the world is doing, how the world is responding, and he is taking measures. And it looks like he's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that before he gets in, he can fight what this administration is trying to hand him, which is a ticking time bomb, in my opinion. My opinion. All right, guys, smash the like button if you guys can right now before you leave. And yeah, see you guys on the next one.